Okay. All right, so happy Sunday. It is so beautiful out, so hopefully we'll all get a chance to go outside after our practice and we'll be feeling great and being able to enjoy the day, maybe doing some things a little more active. We are going to start laying down on your back, so get comfortable on your back. If you'd like to put something under your head, you can. I like to put a blanket under my head to support my neck. So coming into a comfortable position on the back to support the back. So I like to have my knees bent so that my low back is down on the floor. And then you can just let your knees gently go in towards each other to touch so that you can relax the hips and the legs. Arms can go out by your sides, palms facing up. We'll close the eyes and begin to breathe with awareness. So just notice the length of your inhale and the length and depth of your exhale. Beginning to relax the muscles in the face. The space between the eyebrows relaxes. And relaxing the jaw so there's space between the top teeth and the bottom teeth. And then just feel the rise and fall of the chest and belly as you breathe. And I've been spending some time lately thinking about how different people react and respond to the same things, the same events. We're all living the same kind of unsettling situation. We're all living in this right now. And I might talk to some people and they are just very negative and struggling and stressed, which is fine. It's a normal reaction. And then I talk to others and it's all gratitude, spending time with your family, being able to be home more, slowing the pace down, enjoying nature. So just think about for a moment, if you get to choose how you respond and how you react to what's going on. Because you do. We do get to choose. So I've been really consciously creating positivity in my home just by expressing gratitude. So not just feeling it, but expressing it outwardly to those around me. And I do think that can make a powerful difference in the world if we can just respond with a little bit more positivity and gratitude. So as you practice today, thinking about even just being grateful for having this time and having this space to practice your yoga on your mat, in your home, and with each other. So we're going to create some positive energy here together. So let's gently draw the knees into the chest, lifting the low back. So as you draw the knees in, try to lift the low back a little bit, and then when it comes back down, it has a little bit more length. We're going to take a few breaths together. Inhale, arms are going to reach up and back, feet are going to lift up towards the ceiling. And just kind of move around a little bit here. Feel your shoulders. You can bend and straighten the legs. You can point and flex the feet. Feel what you feel in the arms and back, legs, hips. So take a nice full deep breath in and then exhale out of the mouth, hug the knees into the chest. Inhale, arms reach, feet lift. the chest. One more time. Inhale, arms reach, feet lift. And exhale, hug the knees into the chest. We're going to take the left foot down to the floor. Right foot reaches up towards the ceiling. Interlacing the hands behind the right thigh. Start to feel what you feel in the back of the right leg. Low back is grounded. Flexing the right foot. And just getting some length and softness in the hamstring to release tension in the spine and the back, the muscles in the back. We can straighten the left leg along the floor. See how that feels. And just pause here and breathe. Feels so nice to be able to breathe in fresh air that is not so humid and filled with pollen. So I have my windows open, my fan on, so just take the moment to just breathe in and fill up the lungs. And when you breathe out, let go of anything that is feeling tense, feeling stressed, anxious, negativity. Just let it go every exhale. We'll take one more nice deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, we're going to bend the left knee so the left foot is on the floor, and we'll take your right ankle and cross it over the left leg above the knee. So just a gentle warm up here, swaying the legs left to right with the left foot down on the floor, starting to open up the low back, keeping the core strong. And then we'll bring the legs back to center. And then if you can, we'll reach for the back of your left thigh and draw the left knee in towards your chest. So the left knee draws in. And then maybe sway the whole shape of your legs a few inches over to the left. And then draw your left knee in towards your left shoulder a little bit. Flex the right foot. And then again, eyes can be closed. Breathe in. And as you're breathing in, thinking about what you're grateful for, what you're happy about, and let that fill up your insides. Fill up your thoughts with positive energy. And then as you exhale, just let go of the uncertainty, the unknown, what you might be stressed or even angry about with what's going on in the world. Just let that go every exhale. Take one more nice breath in here. And then as you exhale, we're going to take the left foot down to the floor. We're going to uncross the legs. So just have both feet down on the floor, about hip width apart. Arms are going to reach away from each other. And then you're just going to let both legs drop over to the left. So it's the pinky side of your left foot and the arch, big toe side of your right foot that are just resting down on the floor. Feel both knees gently pulling away from the hips. But then keeping the hips grounded and the back grounded and the shoulders down. Feel your right hip moving away from your right shoulder. You can turn your head over your right shoulder if that feels okay on the neck. And then again, eyes are closed. Deep, full breaths in. And full breaths out. Just taking a few really nice deep breaths here. Releasing tightness in the low back. Opening up the whole front of the body, through the belly, around the heart, through the chest. We'll take a nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, let's bring the legs back to center. Hug the knees into the chest. Lift the low back off the floor as you bring your knees in so that there's a nice stretch in the low back. And then when you bring your knees back to neutral, then the low back is opened. Inhale, arms reach up and back, feet lift. Exhale, out of the mouth, hug the knees into the chest. Option to lift your forehead to your knees. Inhale again, arms reach, feet lift. Exhale, hug the knees in. One more time, just like that. Inhale, arms reach, feet lift. And exhale, hug the knees in. Relaxing the head down on the floor, the right foot down on the floor with a bent knee to start. Interlace your hands behind your left thigh. And ease into the hamstring stretch here. So maybe a soft knee to start, then pressing the left heel up towards the ceiling. Relaxing the shoulders down away from the ears. You can flex your left foot to feel a little bit more. Right leg, can get extended on the floor out in front. And then just pause here. Let your low back be supported by the floor as you open up that muscle in the back of the leg that will help release tightness and tension in the low back. Shoulders drawing down and breath flowing with ease. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. We'll gently bend the right knee so the right foot comes onto the floor. Release the hands and let your left ankle cross over your right leg right above the knee. And then we'll just have a gentle sway left to right with the legs. You can start off small, getting a little bit bigger, so just getting some movement into the hips and low back. And then letting the legs come back to the middle, reaching for the back of your right thigh, draw the right knee into your chest. You can flex the left foot. You can shift the shape of your legs over to the right, and then draw the right knee in towards your right shoulder. And really feel the nice release here in the left hip, the left seat. Hip openers can be big mood lifters. We carry a lot of negative emotions in the hips, in the tissues. So when you come into these hip openers, just thinking about letting go of all of that tension and just breathing in deeply and then completely emptying on the exhale. Take one more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, let's gently release the right foot down to the floor. Instead of crossing the legs, we're just going to place both feet down on the floor. We're easing into the twist a little bit more gently today. Arms are going to reach away from each other, feet are parallel, and then just both knees drop over to the right. So really stretching through the top of your left thigh. So the left knee is reaching diagonally towards like the right front corner of your mat. And then grounding down through your left shoulder. So feel the space open up between that left knee and the left shoulder. All along the side of the body, down the spine, through the hips. You can turn your head over your left shoulder. breathing in to fill up the lungs completely. And then exhale to empty. And even just taking a small pause at the top of your inhale and a small pause at the bottom of your exhale. Relaxing the body, the mind, and just staying right here in your practice with your breath. We'll take a deep breath in to bring the legs back to center, hugging the knees into the chest. You can rock left to right and then roll to one side and press yourself up to sit. Or you can rock front to back, maybe a few times if that feels okay on the back, and rock yourself up to sit. So once you come to sit, we're just going to place the hands behind you. Feet are on the floor. Knees are bent, feet are parallel. So soft elbows open through the chest. So take your shoulders and roll them back. And really feel the space between the shoulder blades get smaller and the space in your chest get bigger. Shoulders are open in the front, so your elbows aren't straight. That creates tension in the shoulders, just soft elbows here. Lifting the chin, just opening up here. Take a nice full deep breath in, and then exhale, soften, and let the shoulders round. Tuck the chin, and pause here. Okay, we're gonna go a little bit further and deeper. You can stay with just what we did and do that again and open up, or you can lift your seat for a reverse table. Arms are straighter now. Open through the chest. We're stretching through the fronts of the shoulders while we're strengthening the muscles around the shoulders. Belly is drawn in. I have my chin tucked because I have a very tight neck. But if you feel okay, you can let your head drop back. Take a full breath in, and then as you exhale, drop the seat down, relax the shoulders, tuck the chin, and round. And then we're going to come back up. You can do either what we just did, the pose right before that, or you can go a little bit deeper. Let the legs go straight out in front. I like to have my toes pointed, my foot is pointed, but then my toes are lifted. So you're kind of reaching the ball mound of the toes down. As you inhale, lift the seat. You're in a reverse plank here. Again, finding a little bit of strength and openness in the shoulders, keeping the belly drawn in. Again, see what's okay on your own neck. I like to have my chin tucked, shoulders are relaxed and open. Take a nice full deep breath in, and then slowly exhale. Drop the seat down. Relax the wrists. We're going to bring the soles of your feet together. So take a moment to rock left to right a little bit. So you're lifting each hip and each seat, left side and right side, as you rock left to right. And then when you come back to center, you'll feel a little bit more grounded down on those sits bones. Hands are on the ankles and you're hinged forward here. So we're opening up the outsides of the legs. We're hinging forward. And just take a moment here to find length in the spine. Shoulders are down, crown of the head is forward. We'll take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly let your torso come a little bit further down. Drop the head. Release tension in the neck, shoulders, back, hips, and thighs. Let the eyes be closed. Allowing the back body and the sides to open. Lengthening your breath. Maybe deepening the pose. And then from here, we're going to get a little bit deeper into the shoulders and the upper back. We spent some time on the last class on the low back. We're getting up a little bit higher here. So we're going to take the hands and just bring them underneath your shins. If you want to get your whole forearm down on the floor and your hands and elbows, you can. Otherwise, just have the hands down, palms are down, and your legs are heavy on your forearms. So the legs are down. It's kind of like a crab pose. I feel kind of like a crab here. So, not sure why. But anyway, your tops, your thigh, your shins and calves are resting on the arms. You're going to tuck the chin and pull back as if someone has their hands on your torso and they're gently pulling you back. Lift your arms into your legs. Press your legs into your arms. So you should feel a nice stretch here in the shoulders, in your upper back, and between your shoulder blades. So you can take breaks. You can slowly relax and just melt down. And then you can come back up and pull gently. When you come up, legs down, forearms up, torso and belly pulling back. Relax the shoulders. You can relax again. And then we'll just take that one more time. Slowly lifting and pulling back. The legs, the weight of the legs down on your forearms is helping to release tension in your shoulders and upper back. Take one more deep breath in here. And then exhale. Release. We'll take the arms out. We'll come on up to seated. We'll take the legs out straight in front and just shake them out a little bit. Make some circles with your wrists. And then from here, we're going to transition onto hands and knees. And we'll come right into child's pose. So when you come into your child's pose, this first one, knees are going to go wide, big toes are going to touch, hips are going to sink onto your heels, and your hands are going to rest by your feet and ankles as your forehead is down. So let your arms completely hang heavy, creating space between the shoulder blades and along the back. Wrists are relaxed. Forehead down on the floor if you can. Breathing deeply, expanding through the rib cage to condition the lungs. Take a nice full breath in and a full breath out. And then from here, we'll make our way up onto hands and knees. Knees are going to come underneath the hips. Wrists are underneath your shoulders or a little bit in front. Fingers spread nice and wide, index finger pointed forward. We'll take a few breaths together here, warming up the spine with your breath. As you inhale, curl the toes under, drop the belly, soft elbows as you lift the chin. Exhale, tuck the chin. Arms go straight as you push the floor down, round to the back, tops of the feet relax. Inhale. Drop the belly, lift the chin, gentle in the low back. Don't dip too low here. Exhale, tuck and round. This part of the back you can really stretch. But go gentle on the inhale. One more time. Curl the toes under, drop the belly, Lift the chin and exhale. Tuck and round. Good. From here, we're going to take the right foot back. Lift the right foot. All 5 toes pointed down, belly drawn in. Left hand reaches towards the front of the room. I love this pose. I teach it in almost every class. I think it's really a nice way to set up balancing and strength, focusing on just not only the core and the back, but weight bearing on the right arm and the left hip. It's a really nice pose to feel what you feel today and breathe through. Take a nice full deep breath in. As you exhale, left hand comes down to the floor, right foot finds the floor behind you. We're going to pivot the left foot to the left of your mat. Right foot rolls to the arch. Right hand reaches up towards the ceiling. This is another pose that I love to do because everybody is different and everyone wants something different from their practice each day. So maybe you're feeling really good just staying here. You can move your top arm around, whatever feels good for you. You can lift your right leg if you'd like. I'm giving lots of options here. You can bend your right knee. Maybe you take your right foot into your right hand. Maybe you let your right foot come down to the floor. Maybe you scoot your left foot under your right foot. Arches of the feet touch. And if you're really feeling strong today, maybe you lift your right foot off of the left. Lots of places to go and to be here. It's up to you. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, we're going to gently make our way back down to hands and knees. Sink back into a child's pose. Arms can be straight out in front. Hands can be by your feet. Close the eyes. Check in. Reconnect. I love poses that have so many variations because when you take a class or you practice with other people, there are so many different people in the room in different places in their practice. And then even when you're practicing at home, every day is so different. One day you might be really needing a gentle, easy practice. And then some days you might need to feel a little bit more. So we're all sharing the same practice. It's how you're responding to it, how you're reacting to it, and how you're interpreting how you want to move today. Take a nice full deep breath in. And then when you're ready, let's come back up onto hands and knees. We're going to take the left foot straight back. Lift the left heel. Toes pointed down. Belly in nice and strong. Right hand reaching towards the front of the room. And then just pausing here. Are your shoulders relaxed? Is your face and jaw relaxed? Feeling strong in the left arm and shoulder. Strong in the right hip. Lengthened in the back of the left thigh. Belly in. Strong, not hanging down. Pull in. All the muscles that support your spine are strengthening. One more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, we'll bring the right hand down. Left toes go straight down behind you. We're going to pivot the right foot to the right. Left foot rolls to the arch. Left hand reaches up towards the ceiling. So again, this is so up to you. Whatever you want to do here. You can lift the left leg. You can bend the knee to reach for the foot. You can maybe just, if you're working on side plank, maybe you just cross your right ankle in front of the left. It's a nice way to start lifting the hips here. Or you can Let the left foot come down, stack the right foot down. Left foot can stack on top of it. Maybe you even slide your left foot into more of a tree. Whatever you want to do here. Play around. Keep it as gentle or as challenging as you'd like. Just breathe and feel. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, make your way back down. Child's pose. Relax the wrist, especially the right. Let the forehead come down. Maybe you rock left to right in the hips and the forehead. Stretching out the wrists if you need to. Relaxing through the back and shoulders. Nice, easy, deep breaths. Take a nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, we're going to come back up onto hands and knees. And then from here, you're gently going to step your right foot forward up between your hands. If you have blocks or you need blocks, feel free to use something underneath your left hand. We're not going to stay here too long. Or both hands. The right knee is over the right ankle and the hips are sinking down. So the left hip is sinking down. The right knee is not passing the right ankle. Just take a moment here to feel what you feel in that left hip flexor. We're going to let the left hand ground down. The right toes are going to turn to 2 o'clock. We're going to gently open up the right knee to the right, keeping the hips sinking down. Stay right here just for a moment, opening up the chest and shoulders. And then gently start to turn your belly and your chest to the right. And you can reach your right hand back behind you. So just pausing here, the right hand reaches back. Let there be space between your left ear and your left shoulder. If this feels like too much with the hand, you can let the hand be on your right hip or your right knee. Take a full deep breath in. And then as you exhale, the right hand is going to come down on the inside of your right foot. You're going to turn your right foot so it's facing the front of the room again. Both hands are going to frame the front foot now. Walk the hands back so that your right leg goes a little bit straighter. You can lift the right toe so the heel is down. Just a moment to straighten the right leg just a little bit. Then we're going to drag the right foot back. It's right underneath your right knee. Both hands are going to walk about a foot in front of your right foot. We're going to curl the left toes under, lift the left knee, and just play around here with balancing on your right foot. Your hands are on the floor out in front. The right knee is soft, back foot is flexed. Easy breath here. Playing around with your balance. This is all up to you. You can stay here. You can walk your hands back towards your standing foot. Maybe you hold on to your ankle or calf with your right hand. And then maybe you can hold on with both hands. You don't have to. You can just try. See what happens. Breathe. Take a full breath in. And then exhale. Left foot next to the right foot. Hang in a forward bend. Just hang here. Knees are soft. I like a deep bend in my knees. So my belly is actually resting on my thighs. Holding on to elbows, opposite elbows, just hang here. Let the head go. Again, no straight legs, bent knees. If you even need more support, you can take your forearms onto your thighs right above the knees. Take a moment here. Take a nice deep full breath in. And then as you exhale, both hands down to the floor. Step your right foot back, drop the knee. Left foot back, drop the knee. On hands and knees here. We're going to step the left foot forward, up between your hands. Right knee is way back, so you might even need to scoot it back. Left knee is right over the left ankle. Pause here. The right hand will be down on the floor. The left toes are going to turn to 10 o'clock. So it's really important to do that turn so that your toes and your knee are going to be pointing in the same direction. Start to roll to the pinky side of your left foot as you open your left knee and hip. Your left hand can come onto the knee. You can start to turn your chest a little bit open here. Belly turns. Maybe your left hand comes onto your left hip, or left hand can reach back. So it's reaching in the same direction that your right foot is going in. Pause here. Maybe you sway left to right a little bit. Just feel what you feel. Right hip flexor, left hip, belly is in, strong. Shoulders are open and relaxed away from the ears. Beautiful. Take one more deep breath in. As you exhale, left hand is going to come down. Left foot faces forward again. Frame your front foot as you walk your hands back. Just kind of pull your left hip back and let the leg just do what it does. If it goes straight, great. If it doesn't, that's okay. Heel can be down, toes can be up. This is just taking a moment to neutralize out that hip after the hip opener just by pulling the thigh back towards the hip joint. And then we'll drag the left foot back. It's going to land right underneath your left knee. Both hands are going to walk forward about a foot. Lift the right knee, lift the right foot. So maybe you're just right here. You're focusing on balancing on that left foot. You have your hands for support. The left knee is softly bent. Does not need to be straight. Pull the belly in and up. If you want to challenge your balance, maybe you walk your hands towards your standing foot. Maybe you hold on to the ankle with one hand or two. Play around with it. See what happens. Smile. That helps, so we don't take ourselves way too seriously when we're trying a challenging pose. Take a full deep breath in, and then we'll take the right foot next to the left. Hang for a moment, let the head drop down. Soft knees, your belly is resting on your thighs. Take a nice full deep breath in. And then we're going to slowly walk the hands up the legs, taking your time to make your way up. I'm just going to adjust my camera. So just making your way up to stand. And then once you come to stand, feet are about hip width apart. 3 breaths. Inhale. Arms reach out and up. And exhale, out and down. Good. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, out and down. One more time, just like that. Inhale, arms reach out and up. And exhale, out and down. Good. One One more time when we come up to the center, we're just gonna do something a little different. Arms reach up. Left hand reaches for the right wrist. Reach up and then side lean over to the left. You can rotate your torso so you're looking up underneath your right arm. Belly pulls in, rib cage open, and then once you're in the pose, breathe deeply. Really nice exercise for the lungs. And then let's inhale, come back to center, and then exhale, release the arms. Inhale, arms come back up. Left hand is gonna hold on to, right hand onto the left wrist. I'm trying to mirror you. We're gonna reach up and then side lean over to your right. Both feet evenly pressing down. Soft elbows so that your shoulders can relax. Turn your chest a little bit to the left. You can look underneath your left arm. Belly stays in strong to support the back. Breathing deeply, one more full breath in. And a full breath out. And then inhale, come up, and exhale, release. Okay, coming into a little bit of a balancing pose here. We're gonna come to the center of your mat so you have room in front of you and behind you. We're gonna start with the left foot grounding down. And the right foot is gonna be out in front. Hips are square, shoulders are relaxed. Hands at the heart center. Moving with your breath. As you inhale, we're gonna lift the knee and lift the hands. That's the inhale. Exhale is hands are gonna come through the heart center, and then fingertips and right foot reaches back. As you're balancing on that left leg, chest becomes parallel to the floor. And then moving with your breath. Inhale, back to center. You don't have to stay with my rate. You can go as quickly or as slowly as you'd like. Inhale, lift. Exhale, ride the wave of your breath as you slowly move. Inhaling again, back to center. And lift, building a lot of strength in the left leg, not just muscles, but bones. Strengthening the hip, the thigh that supports the knee. Reaching back. We're gonna do 2 more, so we're doing 5. We're really getting some nice strength in that left leg. Inhale. We're focusing on balance here. Exhale goes back. Last one. Inhaling. And exhaling. Reach back. And then we'll come back to center. Lift the knee, hands at the heart, and then bring that right foot down. Whew, shake out the left. So you're using the muscles in your foot, ankle, calf, all the way up. And helping with bone density. So these balancing poses are super important. Okay, switching sides. Right foot is down on the floor. Left toes are out in front. Hips are grounded and forward. Chest open, shoulders relaxed, hands at the heart center. Inhale, lift. And then exhale. Send the left foot back. Left hand, both hands reach back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach back. Not worrying if you fall in and out of the pose, it's just a practice. Inhaling, lift, keep the mind quiet and connected to the body moving with your breath. 2 more, just like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach back with the foot and fingers. Last one, soft right knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach back. Come back to center. Knee lifts. And then let it drop down. Shake out the right leg. We'll come to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, bend the knees as you reach your hands down towards the floor. Inhale, hands on the shins. Come on back so that your chest is parallel to the floor, lengthening your back. Exhale, soft knees, hands reach down. Inhale, straighter legs, hands rest on the shins, flat back. Exhale, fold down, bend the knees. One more time. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Straighter legs, hands on the shins. And then exhale, bend the knees, hands come down to the floor. Right foot steps back, drop the knee. Left foot goes back, drop the knee. Both feet pivot over to the right. Roll back onto your left hip. Swing the legs around to the front. Okay, I'm just going to adjust my camera. So you're sitting on your seat, both feet in front, knees are bent. Hands are going to come underneath the knees. Chest is lifted. Start to lean back with the torso. Feet will lift. Chest is lifted. Shoulders are relaxed. Shins parallel to the floor. Belly in, nice and strong. If you'd like to lift your hands, you can, off of the legs. If you want to take them a little higher, you can. I don't really teach straight legs. I think it strains the back. So keeping the knees bent and shins parallel keeps the back supported. Hands can support the legs if you need a little bit more support. Otherwise, hands are out. Lift a little higher. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, hold on to the legs and roll down onto your back. Legs are hugged in. I like to really pull my legs towards the chest so I can lift my low back off the floor, and then when it comes back down, it's lengthened. Feet come down to the floor. Palms come down by your sides, palms down. Let the eyes be closed. Reconnect with your breath. So my breath a moment ago was a little bit shorter and faster. The moment I said reconnect with the breath, I was able to check in and slow it way down. As I slow my breath down, the body gets a little calmer, the mind gets a little quieter. We're going to take a few breaths together, moving with your breath. As you inhale, arms are going to reach up and back. Hips are going to lift towards the ceiling. Don't come up too high if it doesn't feel good for you. You don't have to come up high. Exhale, arms come down, hips come down. Nice and controlled. Inhale, arms reach, hips lift. Exhale, arms come down, hips come down. Two more, just like that. Inhale, arms reach up and back. Feel the nice stretch along the tops of the legs. Exhale, come down. Last one, inhale, lift. Feel the knees reaching away from the hips, hips away from the shoulders, and exhale, down. Bring the knees wide in towards your shoulders. Modified happy baby is holding on underneath the knees. Soles of the feet look at the ceiling. You can hold on to your ankles, or happy baby, holding on to the outsides of your feet. Press your tailbone down so that your low back is down on the floor. Feel your feet pressing into your hands as your shoulders pull down. Release any last bit of tightness or tension in the hips. You can gently sway left to right if you want to. Otherwise, just stay still and happy baby. Eyes are closed. Breath is deep and flowing with ease. Take one more full deep breath in here. As you exhale, release the hands, but keep the feet up. Hands are up, everything facing the ceiling, but relax. So soft ankles, floppy wrists, soft knees, soft elbows. Pause here, allowing the blood and the lymph fluid to flow down the arms and the legs. Really good for circulation and for your lymphatic system. Pausing to feel light in the hands and feet. You can move the fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Maybe you like to shake the legs, shake the arms. And then when you're ready, slowly let the feet come down, the arms come down. And we'll prepare for Shavasana. So final relaxation pose. Again, finding a pose that works for you. So you want to feel supported on your back. You can put something under the neck or under the shoulders. You can put something underneath the legs. You can keep the legs bent, or maybe they're okay out straight. Try not to let your fingertips touch anything, so your palms are facing up. Eyes are closed. Breathing with ease. And then remembering that we do have control over how we respond and how we react. So maybe setting an intention to try to be positive, grateful, joyful and happy, loving and kind. These are all choices that we can make of how we want to be. Even when outside of us, sometimes other things don't seem to be so positive. Thinking about how to find the light when it's dark. Find lightness when we feel heavy. And find an ease when things feel hard. Going in deep to yourself, your inner strength, and knowing that you can do it. place the right hand over your heart and the left hand over your right hand. And remember that we are all connected. Not only are we here with each other, but we're here for each other. To offer support and kindness and love to others whenever we can. Let's slowly and gently transition out of Shavasana, so taking your time, moving the body gently and slowly. We'll all meet together, seated, with the eyes closed. We'll take the palms together in front of your heart center to honor your practice and honor each other. Namaste.